There he is, Skinny Vince. And of course, hey, Darin Steen here from FatLossLifestyle.com with your Chipotle Healthy Eating Video Series number 19. Really pumped up, man. We had a great workout today. My chest is growing every week thanks to Vince. We're so excited to bring to you this video series. Nutrition tips so you can gain muscle and lose fat. I hope you're working out. If you're not working out, you gotta move, you gotta sweat, you gotta do something. Have someone hold you accountable, join a club. If you really want to be strong and lean, you got to work out. Nutritionally speaking, you have to eat smaller meals more often. Like Vince said last week, you got to eat more to weigh less. Most of you guys have heard this before. It's not just eating higher quality foods, which Chipotle is world famous for. The quality of their foods is amazing. They go out to the farms. They don't mass produce like McDonald's, like other places that serve fast food. They call it food with integrity. That's why they call it the golden burrito. Their commitment to a higher quality food is amazing. All right, but it's not just higher quality food. You got to eat small meals often, every 3 hours. You also have to rev up that metabolism by eating small meals often with protein and carbohydrates together. Non-starchy carbs, veggies, green beans, salads, maybe an apple. And you got to cycle more starchy carbs in on top of that meal when you sweat and move and exercise intensely. All right, so that's a big tip. Now, here's something that Vince reminded me of that's very important. You're eating every 3 hours. You're doing a great job. You're boosting your metabolism by exercising and eating small meals every 3 hours with protein and carbs together. In and of itself, boost your metabolism. How do you know if your metabolism is boosted? You have a higher hunger level. You're feeding the machine. You're hungry every 3 hours. It's revving up. That's a good sign. Your body's burning its own fat off. What happens if you skip a couple meals and you go 6 hours without eating? It's not good. Everybody's got a set metabolism. Don't bitch about what yours is. Just raise that mother. All right? So don't sit and say, I got a bad metabolism. It is what it is. I got a bad metabolism. Wham, wham. I sit there and cry about it. That does me no good. You can raise it up by moving with weight training, cardio training. This is fun, man. All right? Sorry I'm getting a little blunt here, but eating small meals often is another way to raise it. You know how to test whether it's raised or not by if you're more hungry or not. All right, so you raise it up, you're doing a good job of eating every 3 hours and you're exercising, and all of a sudden you have a bad day. You get a fight with the wife, or it's stressful at work and you went 7-8 hours without eating, right? So you slow that metabolism down. That's not good. Slower metabolism means then when you eat, you're going to store more body fat. But the good news is you get right back on the wagon, you get small meals often every 3 hours, and you boost that baby right back up again. You go 2-3 days of eating going 6 to 8 hours between meals, you really slow it down. So get right back on the wagon the first day after it happens. It's very important. You got to be prepared with food all around you in order to eat every 3 hours. If you can't prepare your own food, get a big old plate like this, eat half of it, put a lid on it, take it with you 3-4 hours, eat the next half. This will make it grow right here. I guarantee you Chipotle's responsible for a ½ inch on that gun right there. All right, now that's my tip. Now, my new buddy, I don't really know him that well, so I'm a little leery to give him too much credit, but my buddy Vince here's got a tip right here.
Actually, I've been doing the Chipotle diet for...
He's not as good looking as I am, is he?
That's because I'm fat and off season right now.
All right, here we go. Skinny Vinny.
Yeah, I've been doing the Chipotle diet for about 2 years, and I've noticed an improvement in my physique. It's real good food, and actually...
Now, hold, you've been doing the Chipotle nutrition strategy for a couple years. How come? You knew it was good quality?
That's the craziest thing that turned me on to working out with Darin is because I seen this. I'm going through it. We're friends on Facebook. I'm like, wait a second. He loves Chipotle as much as I do. I actually talked and actually wanted to start my own Chipotle.
If you love Chipotle, give you a thumbs up. If you love Chipotle, let me see it. Let me see it. All right. I guess he does too. All right.
Yeah. So what I want to talk about this week is
cut to the chase, Vince. Come on, give me some good stuff here.
We're talking about eating every 2 to 3 hours. It's 24 hours in a day. You're sleeping 6 to 8 hours. So you got to eat about 9 times a day. 6 to 9 times. That's a lot of food taken. Now, what a lot of people do is say, oh, well, I'm just going to drink a protein shake. I'll drink a protein shake. I'll drink a protein shake. That's not a good thing because you're losing digestive enzymes. You're losing a valuable part of your metabolism that actually processes and unbinds fat. It's very important. People, when they're pre-contest in a bodybuilding show, when I'm working with my clients, they're like, well, I'm going to drink a protein shake here and I'm going to do this because it's low carb. And I said, no. You got to have your solid foods. I want you to eat fish here. I want you to do doing chicken here, I want your eggs here. And they say, well, I ain't got time for that. Well, if you don't have time for that, if you can't make time to prepare your meals, then you don't have time to step on that stage. And I won't coach you.
All right, Vince, two things I want to interject. People are intimidated by saying eating 6 to 9 times a day. If they're eating once or twice, work into it slowly. So twice a day, let's go to 3 times a day. And then a few days later, then 4 times a day. So they can eventually work into 6 to 9 times, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is, right now I'm on my 13th year of personal training, so I've ran into hundreds of clients who come into me, well, I only have time to eat once a day. Well, you know what? If you only have time to eat once a day, there's a reason that you look the way you do, feel the way you do. You want to make a change in that, you got to take the steps. If I want to build my own house, I got to grab a hammer. So that's why it's very important. Set up, yeah, I love how Darin says it, you eat about half of this, even eat a quarter of it. If you load it up the way I do double everything. I really love this. I took my calorie counter, had 1,500 calories in here. Do the chicken, steak, everything, throw it up in there. So this is a good way to get 2-3 meals in just right there. This is another guy that I've got training here. His name's Blake. I work with. Now Blake started with me at 176 pounds in January, and he weighed in at 217 today. A lot of his diet consists of Chipotle burritos.
Chipotle 3 times a week, at least.
Hold it. In order to speak on my YouTube channel, you have to have an 18-inch gun. Let me see.
Oh, it's not there.
Flex it.
It's not there.
Come on.
No,
Close enough.
Not there. Baby girl guns. Sorry. Working on it.
Awesome. All right, Vince, one more thing. You mentioned bodybuilders, fitness competitions, clients. It's a little overwhelming and intimidating to some people. So my opinion is that everyone is a bodybuilder, whether they're going to stand on stage and compete in their underwear, which scares most people to death. But we're talking about just building their own body up and becoming stronger. A 50-year-old person who's never worked out before can be a bodybuilder. It's a life builder. So we're talking about anybody can do this, correct?
Absolutely. It's not just saying, hey, listen, you're gonna stand on stage and compete for a title. It's everyday people. I get people coming up to me all the time and saying, you know, I want to look like you. I want to do things like you do. I want to have that type of lifestyle. And the easiest thing to do is just grab the information from it and put it to use, supply it.
All right, Vince, so we got a little long-winded. Give us the 10-second summary. What's the takeaway of your topic today?
Don't rely on just protein shakes for your protein. I really want you to mix it up. Get your fishes in there, chicken, steak. You're going to lose a lot of digestive enzymes if you do just rely on protein shakes.
That was 15 seconds. All right, my takeaway, I talked a lot as well. My takeaway is don't dwell on your metabolism's bad, or you got bad genetics, or my sister's bad, or all that stuff. It is what it is. Have a winning mindset. Hopefully you have a little bit of athletic background. You got to think positive, and what can you do to make it better? And I'm telling you what, right now, I don't have great genetics to be a truly drug-free for life pro bodybuilder, but I am one. But it was an 18-year process of keeping a positive attitude of doing things the right way. So just whatever it is, go forward. Speed up your metabolism by exercise, weight training, by doing cardio work, by cycling your carbs in and eating small meals often, and starting to be aware of what your hunger levels are. So there you go. That's our Chipotle Healthy Eating video series. I said I was going to put Carrie on, but she's nowhere to be found. So, hey, until next time, Chipotle does a great job. Food with integrity. I hope corporate hears this. Adios. Until next time. We love you, baby.